Okay, we are live. Okay, so this is Brianna, Sonia, and Sasha, and this Hangout is about the National Technology Standards for Teachers and Students. So, my standard for teachers was the second one, the one there in bold and italics, and it was to design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. And basically what that means is teachers use technology to create authentic learning experiences and assessments. It promotes student learning and creativity. It aids students in developing themselves as learners. It allows students to utilize their individual learning styles to learn content, and it provides teachers with reliable data to use when planning for instruction. So with this standard, not only are kids learning the content knowledge, such as reading or writing or math, but they're also learning how to use different technologies like iMovie or PowerPoint. And today's technology has such a wide variety of resources that students are able to learn information in nearly any way the student prefers. So they could watch a video about a subject, or they could read an article or anything like that. And with this, to help plan instruction, it can accurately assess student knowledge because it's not the traditional paper pencil test that some kids don't perform well with. They can use their own thing that they want to use for technology. And then my student standard that I did was the first one, which is creativity and innovation. And basically what that one talks about is it allows kids to express their knowledge through the creative use of technology. The kids use existing schema to further develop their content knowledge, and it provides means for students to explore more complex topics. And then this is a quote from the source, and it says, identify trends and forecast possibilities. So with using technology in a creative way, kids could do a movie, a PowerPoint, a Prezi like we're doing, or a website like what we're creating to demonstrate their knowledge. And then for using technology to explore more complex topics, that could be using different online stimulants or virtual tours. Like there's a virtual tour of the White House. The kids probably aren't going to be able to take a field trip to the White House, but because of technology, they could take the virtual tour of it. And with the trends and forecast possibilities, I just stuck that one in there because I know like kids could work with the weather and the stock market, and obviously they wouldn't be able to do that as students. They'd have to wait to do that until adults, but technology allows them to explore that as students. And the example I used for the teacher standards was the lesson called The Rock Family. And the task is to create a digital mind map that demonstrates the different characteristics of each rock and allows the students to incorporate different examples of each rock. And the way this relates to the teacher standard is it allows students to develop the organization and technological skills, because organization skills are something that kids really need when they move throughout their student career, and technology is obviously an important thing to know about. And it provides teachers with concrete examples of what the student knows, and as well as how they organize their knowledge. And it's good because you can really see the student's train of thought and maybe correct where they're going wrong. And then for my student example, I did the lesson called Egg Laying Animals. And using technology, the kids research and digitally present information about an egg-laying animal, and then they create an actual physical model egg and model habitat for that animal. And this relates to the student standard that I picked because it aids students in developing their creativity and technological skills. They're being creative in how they present their research. They can pick any technology to present their research. And they're being innovative in creating the animal's egg and habitat because they can really use whatever they want to show their egg and habitat. And the lesson also talked about making a class website that basically compiles all the kids' work. So I thought that was another neat way to incorporate technology into that lesson. In my conclusion, my 3 takeaways was that technology in the classroom is useful in more ways than one. It allows kids to learn content knowledge and get creative with technology. Also, don't be afraid to let loose and let the students do the learning. I know that's hard for some teachers, but they need to learn how to effectively conduct individual research, especially as they grow into high school and as adults. And know that these technological skills are indispensable for student success later in life. So just know that what you're teaching them, they're going to use for the rest of their life, and it's going to be beneficial because eventually they're going to have to be productive members of today's 21st century. And there are my references. And then, Sonia, we will switch over to you. Take it away.
Alrighty. I did teacher standard number 1. And it's facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity And teachers use their knowledge of subject matter, teaching and learning, and technology to facilitate experiences that advance student learning, creativity, and innovation in both face-to-face and virtual environments. Like they use different platforms to help the students be more creative in their learning. So it's just not a one way of learning like how we usually learn. And teachers promote and model and support creative and innovative thinking and inventiveness and engage students in exploring real world issues and solving authentic problems using digital tools and resources. And it promotes student reflection using collaborative tools to reveal and clarify students' conceptual understanding and thinking, planning, and creative processes. And it models collaborative knowledge construction by engaging in learning with students, colleagues, and other in face-to-face and virtual environments, just like how we're doing here in the Google Hangout. And this is like a link for one of the lesson plans. Let me click on it and show it to you guys. So in this website, you can do different things. The students can do different things here, and this is like the ones for students, the teachers, and the purpose of this thing is to provide free, user-friendly, and standard-based learning materials for the classroom tutor and or mentor. And this Professor Garfield, the website offers many entertaining activities to promote literacy and STEM. So it's very helpful for the students. They can learn different things, such as for here, they can create a lot of different stuff on here. And then, so they can get Arbok, Comics Lab, Music Bob, Pixar comics and stuff. And it's a way to help build their knowledge. And to begin, they choose different options, such as what you saw: explore, create, read, play, and STEM. And the second website or lesson plan is Animal Crossing. This is a lesson plan that will help for like the first day of school. And these are the materials that you'll need for it. And this activity will give the children the chance to share a little about themselves. So it's like a great first day thing to do. And this helps with the standard because it provides different platforms. So like they can do different things. They can create imaginary animals, which will be really beneficial for the other students if they don't have pets. So they're like using their imagination to do different things. And there are different versions for upper elementary and primary grades. So this one is for the younger kids. And it allows students to demonstrate that they understand the concepts being taught. And it encourages the students to be more active in what they're doing. So this is really helpful. This is my reference for that one. And then the student. So I did standard number 5 for the student. And it's digital citizenship. It's student understand human culture and societal issues related to technology and practice legal and ethical behavior. Which means to advocate and practice safe, legal, and responsible use of information and technology, and exhibit a positive attitude toward using technology that supports collaboration, learning, and productivity, and demonstrate personal responsibility for lifelong learning, leadership for digital citizenship. And the lesson plan for this one is just a little assessment that the students can do. So they can pick different grade levels that they can do, and there's like different units where they can do the assessment. It's just pledge that they can do where they learn about different manners regarding how to use the internet and what they can share and what not to share. The students will be able to establish expectation and norms for the group leader to appropriate online behavior, and they can participate responsibly and respectfully in an online community. And the second website is this website called Digital Citizenship. It explains what a digital citizenship and like they have different games and activities that they have, and they have things for teachers, how to implement the stuff, and videos regarding how you can stay safe on the internet, and things such as cyberbullying and games in regards to safety. And this tool explains what digital citizenship is and ways to stay safe. This website might be for older kids because unless if a parent is helping them out, because it's kind of tough for the students to be able to do this stuff. And that's my reference. Oh, and also the 3 points is that for this standard, students should never reveal personal things on the web, and students should be very cautious when doing things online. And also for the standards, teachers should be able to talk to their students about manners that they need to implement in their online activities, such as never sharing personal information and such. And that's it.
So my standards for students and teachers are as followed. First, my student standard number 2, communication and collaboration. And second, teacher standard number 4, which is promoting and modeling digital citizenship and responsibility. Student standard number 2, communication and collaboration, involves students using digital media and environments to communicate and work collaboratively, including at a distance, to support individuals' learning and contribute to the learning of others. It is important for students to interact, collaborate, and publish with peers, experts, or others employing a variety of digital environments and media. Communicate information and ideas effectively to multiple audiences using a variety of media and formats, and contribute to project teams to produce original work or solve problems. My teacher standard number 4 is to promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility. Teachers understand local and global societal issues and responsibilities in an evolving digital culture and exhibit legal and ethical behavior in their professional practices. My example for my teacher standard number 4 is Guide to Water. In this website, teachers can use articles for informational reading to help meet Common Core standards. Teachers are encouraged to assign strong readers with weaker ones when reading in the classroom. Together, students and teachers can use this website to brainstorm ideas about how to save water at school and at home. And sorry, but going back to my student standard, an example would be the knowledge map, in which provides a research for community problem solving. In the classroom, knowledge maps is an excellent way to narrow down resources for class projects and research, taking away the overwhelming nature of Google searches. Creating a knowledge map for students to share their favorite websites for integrating literature, finding solutions to math problems, or locating pictures for use in multiple media projects. In summary, it is important to use technology in the classroom in order to differentiate instruction in the classroom that will be authentic to students, giving them material that will interest them individually and as a class in order to promote the best learning environment for each student.
All right, so I did the teacher standard number 5, which is to engage in professional growth and leadership, which means to continue to improve in professional practice, model lifelong learning, exhibit leadership by promoting and demonstrating the effective use of digital tools and resources. And I did the student standards number 4, which is critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. So the students use critical thinking skills to plan and conduct research, manage projects, solve problems, and make informed decisions using appropriate digital tools and resources. And for the teacher's standards, a lesson is on Wiki, which is a website, and the website can be used in the classroom, and the students can help participate and put information that they learned in class on the website. The teacher can create it to where it can be a study tool for students to prepare them. It can keep notes organized, and students can use it as references if they need to know something that they previously learned and forgot. And then for the student standard lesson, I found an Explorer of Graveyards lesson, and the students will use the internet to research explorers that they learned about in class. And then they'll create a tombstone out of construction paper or any other materials that they have. And they have to include like the date of birth and a poem and facts about the person that had died. And then they'll use the information and they'll be graded on if they completed each step to the tombstone. And the teacher can either take the tombstones and put them on the bulletin board outside of the classroom, or they can take pictures of the tombstone and upload them to a website to create like a graveyard where the students can go and see each other's work online. In the conclusion, I found that technology should benefit the students because they're going to need it in the real world. The teacher should be educated well enough about the technology, so if they don't understand it or aren't 100% sure how to use it, they need to take the time before class to learn so they can teach the students. And the technology standards should not be forced into lessons. So with some lessons, technology is just not going to be used, and teachers shouldn't try and find ways to use it because that's going to defeat the purpose of the lesson, and the students aren't going to get what they were supposed to get out of it. And that's my references.
Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for watching.